And welcome back to PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We are joined by our player of the game, that being Michael Hutchings. And Michael, we take you back to the first half, and kick return almost seemed like you were not quite the person to take it at the moment. You stepped in, were able to take it back 99 yards for the touchdown, and really started the momentum going for your offense there after that first half touchdown. What was going through your mind on that play?
It started off a little bit with some miscommunication between me and another guy. I couldn't really hear what he was saying, but we just had to go with it. Luckily, it didn't turn into anything worse. And once I got the ball, I just knew I had to make something happen. I knew the momentum was already swinging towards their sideline, so I had to make something happen. And my guys in front of me did a great job of blocking and creating a big hole. So usually I just went up to him. I made one cut, and I just burst to the end zone. I had one guy out in front of me, big Egu, and that's all I needed to go to the end zone.
So you take us in the locker room at halftime. Obviously, the turnovers were an issue. What did you guys do to resolve it?
We went in there, broke down what were the main plays they were killing us on. Went back to what we did at the start of the week, going over our base stuff and what we were going to originally play against their favorite stuff. So that's what we really did. Just got back to the basics. Didn't try to do a lot of blitzing or anything like that. Went back to the basics, went with what was working for us, and that really helped us and calmed us down a little bit. We went back to what we were used to, and it helped us play a little bit safer, but it's what worked in the end.
You know, we saw really what took control of the game. Of course, the running game in the second half up the middle, you guys were exposing their defense. But really, it seemed like your defense was the ones that asserted themselves. What did you guys see in the first half that you brought to the second?
Really, they had a good passing attack. We knew they were going to pass. On our scout, they passed about 50 times and ran about 6. So we knew we had to focus a little bit more on the pass. And we saw in that first half that's what they're sticking to. So we were glad to see that. They had 2 weeks to prepare. And we were glad they were sticking to the game plan we saw on film. So really we saw what we saw on film, got after it, and our scouting report was true. So that's what really helped us a lot. Luckily they didn't throw anything new at us from what they have that 2 weeks to prepare.
Okay, and for you personally, we find out that in July you had committed to USC. And do you know what position they have in mind for you there?
Outside linebacker in a 4-3. So I'm excited to go down there and play with those guys. I look up to them already. So I'm just excited to go down and be a part of that tradition and what they have to offer.
And the big win against Hawaii, of course, for them to start out in nationally ranked #1. So very excited to be joining a team like that. Our player of the game has been Michael Hutchings. Michael, best of luck in the future. We hope we see you again soon on PlayOnSports.com.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with our postgame in just a moment.